So there's a street downtown called the Vision. Used to be a place you didn't go, but now we all go there all of the time. Because the rich people moved in, and they brought their money with them, and they have committed a complete corporate genocide on the place. So now it's filled with beauty, but like corporate beauty, you know, the standard of beauty you were taught about in high school. I'm talking Starbucks cups and yoga pants, blonde hair and wedding cakes, $15 cocktails, and patio furniture. Their stores close when they want, their bars don't have fights, and the cars don't run red lights. But recently, there's been an announcement. The rich are still not pleased, because there's one blot on the copybook, one spot on the landscape, one barnacle on the galley, and a hole in the wall that won't quite go away. It's sandwiched in between an artisanal ice cream parlor and an au-fait candle-making shop. I have no idea how it survived the initial massacre, but my guess is because it's run by Italians. And the rich think they like Italians because, oh, Italians, they're young and handsome and wear light linen and penny loafers. They can stay. Well, unfortunately, these Italians are not the young, fair-skinned, palatable actors you see in perfume ads. These Italians are real people. And these ones just so happen to be old, grizzled, and loud. And the rich don't like when poor people make a noise. It puts a crease in their cash. And these guys, they're always yelling, man, at the oven, at each other, at the customer who dares to call on the phone. Don't call on the fucking phone, man. It's a bad idea. It rings, they all look at it, and they snarl, and they gnash their teeth, and then eventually, the granddad, he owns the place. Real lump of a man, bald, thick glasses, barrel-chested. He snatches up the receiver, and before you can say a word, he says, I can't hear you. You want my food, you come look me in the face. He slams down the phone, rustles through another customer's takeout order, steals one of their arancini, swears at the chef, and heads to the back. Now the chef's a man. I mean, a fucking man. Seriously, his skin is olive and weathered from stovetop burns. He doesn't wear gloves. He don't wear an apron. He checks the pasta's done by poking it. He checks the chicken is done by fucking poking it. He cooks it all in one pan and he lights his cigarettes off the pilot light. And this do not sit well with the rich and their white wine and Whole Foods and Bodywork studios. So why don't they get rid of the Italians? Why not obliterate them the same way they did everybody else? Well, because the thing is, the Italians' food, it's the best. And word's gotten out. And even the rich, even they have had to admit this inconvenient truth that amongst their seemingly infinite non-GMOs and farm-to-tables, it is this sordid excuse for a dining establishment that they just can't live without. And that don't mean they don't try. Every so often the rich burst through the door in their boat shoes and signet rings, waving metal credit cards and money clips, screaming about numbers and location and offers you can't refuse. And the granddad and the chef listen to this bloviating and they lean on the line, and the granddad scratches his gut and the chef plays with his mustache, and when the rich are all out of wind and lie wheezing on the floor, the granddad shrugs and says, we gotta make the pizza, dude. One day he's gonna fold. He'll have to. They'll corner him. That's just the way this stuff goes now. But until that day, the granddad and the chef will continue to make pizza and pasta and noise, staring down the gentrifying monster that took their friends, laughing in its face while flipping their dough. Recently, I saw a family pass by, and a little girl resplendent in pigtails and a princess dress runs into this seedy underbelly of her neighborhood, and she stands there, she points her fingers, and she just screams, I want that. But she's not pointing at pizza or pasta or the granddad or the chef. She's just kind of pointing at everything. The granddad smiles and the chef smiles, and the little girl's mom runs in, covering her face with her shirt. "Get out of there, sweetie," she says. "It's a hellhole." Not realizing that her daughter is not trying to enter hell. She's trying to leave it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just sort of recently started doing this. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, I'm at ELLIOT, ELLIOT W Baker. As I said, I've only just started, so I only have 2 pieces that are performance ready, so you've already heard 50% of the back catalog, but if you'd like to hear the other 50%, I'll post on there when I'm performing next. So thank you guys very much, and thank you.